Hello, everyone. Shakia Chanel here, also known as Coach Shakia. I'm a coordinator for Asphalt Green's Recess Enhancement Program, also known as REP. At REP, our goal is to make recess safe, active, and fun. Before we get started, let's go over our safety tips. Tip 1. You and your students should be washing their hands for at least 20 seconds before and after playing any game. Tip 2, everyone should be practicing social distancing, and everyone should be standing at least 6 feet apart during the game. Tip 3, this one might be a little hard, but we have to try not to touch our face, and we have to remind our students not to touch their faces. And tip 4, if you have to cough or sneeze, don't do it into your hands, cough or sneeze into your arm. 2 thumbs up if we understand, and 2 thumbs up if we're ready to learn a new game. Awesome. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on a game called Fitness Relay. What's the name of the game? Fitness Relay. This game is a really great active game. It's great for students of all ages, and you can play it in a couple different spaces. You don't need a lot of equipment to set up this game, and this game will help you maintain appropriate distance for safety. I'm going to be using the REP model, which stands for Ready, Explain, Play, to teach you about Fitness Relay. Let's start with ready. There's a couple things that we need to do to get ready to lead our game. First, we want to map out our play space and designate boundaries. Second, we want to make sure that we remove anything that might pose a safety risk to our students in our play area. Third, we want to make sure that we have all the equipment we need ready in order to play our game. Now, for this game, all you'll need are some cones or even tape on the ground. And 4, we want to make sure that we gather our students in an organized but spaced out area. This is a relay game, so the students will be standing in a relay line spaced out 6 feet away from each other. When I say asphalt, you say green. Asphalt, green, asphalt, green. When I say fitness, you say relay. Fitness, relay, fitness, relay. I hope you're all still following along. Let's move on to explain. After we get ready for our game, we want to give a brief explanation on how to play the game to our students. When we're doing this, we want to make sure that we're using a loud, clear voice. We don't want to yell at our students. We just want to command their attention. And we also want to check for understanding with open-ended questions. So a question I would ask my students for Fitness Relay is, what do you do when I say go? And where do you go after you finish your exercise? You should have a copy of the rules for Fitness Relay in front of you. I want you to follow along with me. I'm going to explain the game to you as if I were explaining it to students. Hey, second grade, match me. Match me. Match me. Who's ready to learn a new game? I know I am. Today, we're going to be playing a really fun game called Fitness Relay. What's the name of the game? Fitness Relay. Do we see our cones over here? These are going to be our team cones. All right, this is going to be team 1, team 2, and team 3. Do we see the cones across the gym? Those are also going to be our team cones, but they are going to be our end cones. Those are the cones that our team is going to be running to. All right, so I'm going to give you a number, and whatever number I give you, that's the cone you're going to stand behind. All right, make sure that you keep your distance and you stay standing 6 feet apart from each other. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say an exercise. For instance, 3 push-ups. And then when I say go, the first people in line are going to run to their other cone, do the 3 push-ups, and then run back. When you come back, you're going to sit down at the end of the line. Once that person sits down, that means the next person in the front of the line, it's their chance to run to the other cone, do their 3 push-ups, and then run back to the end of the line. Whichever team has everyone sitting down first wins. All right, so what do you do when I say go? Right, you run to the other side and you do the exercise. And then you run back and then you sit down. All right, and how do we know if your team wins? If they're the team sitting down first. Perfect. 2 thumbs up if we're ready to play. Awesome. So after after we explain the game to our students, what comes next? Actually playing the game, the best part. So a couple things you want to keep in mind while you're playing is, well, first, you want to make sure that your students practice getting into teams and standing in the line. During this time, we always want to be practicing social distancing. So they should always be standing 6 feet apart. It's a relay race game. Students get really excited. They move up, they step out of place in line. So for what would be great is you can put a cone or a piece of tape on the ground as their spot and have it spaced away from the other spots, just so they know that they should always be standing there. Something else we want to do is switch up the exercises that you call out. So try to come up with new exercises maybe the students don't know. So you also maybe want to demonstrate for them how to do those exercises properly. You also want to change the movement in when they're running, or maybe they can skip. You can even have them run to the cone, do their exercise, and skip back, just so that it makes the game more interesting. And for older students, you always want to make it more challenging. Older students like competition, so have them do a couple laps of running before they come back and sit down in the back of the line. Or they can even do more than one exercise when they get to the other cone before they run back and sit down at the end of the line. And that's Fitness Relay. I hope you all had fun. We're going to have a new game for you all to learn tomorrow. Stay tuned for more videos, and have fun and be safe.